Detroit Lions.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
on 2nd and 7. Stafford. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
He's taken down.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stephon Gilmore.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Receiving team.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Detroit.
Stafford. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
Stafford's pass. Complete to T.J. Hockenson.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
To the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Clark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss here, Moss running to the left. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Cook.
At the 34-yard line.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On the carry. Brought down back.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
Stafford's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 49-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
It's a gain of
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On first down, it's Stafford. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
a loss of 9 yards.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Stafford. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Lions 3, Vikings nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked for something else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So that one will be accepted. Cook following the penalty. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
To the running back. Brought down back at the
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Swift. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run with Moss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Stafford's pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Campbell making the catch.
At the Vikings, 10
To
yards.
throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
From 10 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, Locke. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40.
First down, Locke to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. First down, here's the run with Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made at the
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. As he throws there, incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So their confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Stafford. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Here's Jack Fox now. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Locke gonna throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Detroit.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Lions.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. The Jaguars trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run all a bunch more plays.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. Catch made here by Campbell. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
10 on the 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
A 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun. Lock. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Is indeed good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Vikings 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
6-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
It's 3rd down. And 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery.
Block. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 12-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. Up 3rd and...
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Cook.
Good job.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
On the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, Bingham. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They look to throw. It's locked. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Stafford's pass.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Moss.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30.
33, Dalvin.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, Locke. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And it is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Detroit.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Number 82. 10 yards on the pickup.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with Moss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Made by Michael Pierce. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Lions first down.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
82.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down, Lions.
To throw is Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clark. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
They'll run here with Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Stafford on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's third down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
Stafford's pass.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
On first down, it's Stafford. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 39.
Operating from the gun. Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Vikings on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on first down with Moss. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Stafford's pass.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's Stafford. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here on. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Zach Moss, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Andrews. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, it's Locke. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
By the Lions.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Lions, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.